Hum, 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 hum. Ahem. Check one, check two, and we're live. Let's save the children. Let's save the children. Uh-oh, we have a request for Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We're going to talk about the kids today. Can we save the kids? Can we save the kids? Is it big technology that's killing the kids, or is it something else? Seems like it's something else. What about the parents? Where's the people that raised those kids? Let's blame Mark Zuckerberg for all our problems. Everything. Welcome, Thin Blue Line Soldier. What's up? Vinny DiMartini, motherfucker. Weevil Girl, the beautiful Weevil Girl in the house. David Brown, what's up, David Brown? William R. Hall, great artist from the great city of Syracuse, New York. How's everybody? Catsville, Camden, what's up, man? Good morning, everybody. Good morning to the program. Hi, everybody. My name is Marcus Conte, and I'll be your host this morning. I need a better solution for my guitar here. I need like a hook or something. Instead of just throwing it at the windowsill. The guitar is taking a beating. So welcome to the program, everybody. How you doing? So there was a Senate. You saw there was a Senate hearing in the Senate, and people, the distinguished Ted Cruz and such, riddled the CEOs to major corporations, major technology companies. Mark Zuckerberg was there. He's probably the most famous. They also had the Chinese guy from TikTok there, right? And the Senate was grilling. There were people in the Senate chamber parents of children who had been sexually trafficked and exploited online from the terrible TikTok and the terrible Facebook, causing all the fucking problems in the world. Right? Is that the big problem with kids? I mean, really, how do you first of all, the number one thing is if you're giving a kid a piece of equipment, or they have access to a piece of equipment like a computer, they can access these things freely. Right, so why not, if you're the good parent and you think that that's a problem, why don't you prevent them from fucking going online or going in that area of potentially being exploited? Now, does child exploitation happen? Sure it does. It happens all the time. Kids are online. You have psychopaths out there, crazy fucking people that hit up a conversation with a kid, and then get the kid thinks he's talking to another kid maybe, and they're sending, shots of them, of their asses or their dicks or whatever. They're doing dick shots at each other, right? They're kids. That's what kids do. Right? And it turns out that one of them is actually an adult predator, and then he tries to extort the kid, scare the kid. You better you better get your parents to send us all your fucking money, or we're gonna exploit you. Right? Things like that happen. Those are psychopaths in the world. I don't think you can blame big technology for that. I don't think you can prevent it using big tech. Right? There's other things at play. There's parenting. There's common sense. Why don't you have a discussion with your kids first? If you have kids, say, hey, listen, there's a lot of crazy fucking people in this world, right? That's a given, right? Adults are crazy, right? And they have these sexual delusions. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And you should be aware of that, right? And if you ever have any conflicts or questions, come to me and talk to me, right? Right? Instead of being afraid to talk to the parent, right? Open a channel of communication with your kids. I think that's the better way to go. So I watched this little pieces of it. We'll show Zuckerberg getting grilled and such. And I don't know. I couldn't really find fault with any of the CEOs. Right? They're technology companies. They're just, they're trying to make money. It's a business, right? Business, connecting people. They do great work. They make things like this possible. Without YouTube, this wouldn't be possible, right? Right? Let's give YouTube a round of applause. Right? As much as they try to, as much as they engage in the shenanigans, the censorship, it's still we're grateful that technology exists. So we'll explore this. We love kids. Everybody loves kids. Nobody wants to see kids get hurt. Nobody wants to see kids get exploited. Nobody wants any of that, right? But instead of targeting the Senate, why not target like junk food, for example, right? That fucking kills more kids than anything. And fucking poison, right? They're poisoning kids with soda and candy and cake and energy drinks, right? And, well, crazy parents. I'll show you one clip, one article in China. This couple threw two kids off the fucking balcony and smashed them, right? They killed two kids because they weren't her kids. They were his kids. So she talked him into throwing his kids off the balcony and let's have some new kids, right? That's the kind of crazy fucking people in the world, right? They both got executed, by the way. I'll show you that clip. I got it up. So this is my thumbnail today. Here they are in the Senate chambers holding up the photographs of their darling teenagers that somehow got screwed, literally or figuratively, online. And they want to blame Zuckerberg and the rest for that, right? So we'll see. We'll see if it's valid. Is it valid? Is it a valid argument, or should we be looking somewhere else, like in your own fucking house, in your own backyard, I should say. So my name is Marcus Conte. I'm your host of the Morning Report right here on YouTube. And wherever else you're watching on BitChute, Facebook, Twitter, Getter, Truth Social, Rumble, Odyssey, all these places. And so this is what listen. We're trying to be truthful going into this. We're always trying to be truthful going into whatever, right? Wherever we're going, we're trying to be truthful. And we just happen to be in an election year. It looks like, on the other note, it looks like Trump is landsliding the election. Holy smokes, right? If you're a Trump fan, you got to love it. Trump is winning, according to the polls, in every single battleground state. Can't speak today. Trump is leading in every battleground state that exists, right? He's blowing out Ohio. He's winning in Pennsylvania. He's winning in the battlegrounds, right? So it looks like at this, if the election were held today, according to the polls, Trump is your next president, despite 91 felony attacks, fake felonies, and such, right? So look at that. Again, Marcus Conte, every morning, 9 a.m. Join us. These are live people, real people. You see them on the left over there? That's not fake. It's not made up. These are real folks. Spirit Child is here. TJ, Vinny DiMartine. I think I said everybody's name already. William R. Hall. All right, so we got the website every morning, 9 a.m. Come on down. So let's start with the polls. This is the good one right here. Look at this. Wednesday, January 31st. Look at all the red, right? Red means Trump. Right? And you see 3, 8, 5, plus 8, plus 10, plus 3. Where's he winning? Trump in Arizona up by 3. Georgia up by 8 against Biden. Michigan up by 5. Whoa, imagine that, right? Trump wins Michigan, Arizona. Of course he's going to win Georgia. That's a given. Nevada, I think that's a given as well. Trump is up by 8 in Nevada and North Carolina. Trump is up by 10. That's a fucking blowout right there. Pennsylvania, Trump up by 3. Wisconsin, Trump up by 5. These is all Bloomberg Morning Consultant reporting. Arizona, They got Trump up by 8, or Georgia 7. He's up by 7. Michigan by 6. There's not a single one where Biden is winning. Second one in Nevada, they got Trump by 12. North Carolina 13. These are blowouts. Pennsylvania's tight, 3. Seems to be consistent, 3. Wisconsin, that's a blowout right there. That's Trump up by 8. And as I have said before, with the exception of New Hampshire, where millions and millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars were dumped in to stop Trump via Nikki Haley. With that exception, it looks like Trump is exceeding the polls. Right? He's doing better than the polls say. There was evidence of that in Iowa. So if that's true in the general, this is a landslide. This is maybe a Reagan-esque moment where everything goes one way. Right? That's what it's pointing to at this point. Now, how are the Democrats and the deep state going to stop this from happening? Now that they know it's happening. Well, they can't. Look, they've tried to, again, they've tried to smear Trump. It doesn't work. They've tried to jail Trump. It doesn't work. They've tried to extort his money, $83 million of late. And it doesn't work. It's just he gets more and more popular, right? The only alternative is to whack him, and we're gonna try to keep our fingers crossed that doesn't happen, right? But it is possible, right? So Trump blowing out the field. Looks like he's the front runner. Let's look at as we're talking about kids. How's some of our teen idols? I'm not going to play the music because we'll get smeared. Because it's Taylor Swift, and she's very, very rich and famous, and she'll fuck with you. Is she Michael Jackson? Is this the new Michael Jackson? Is she that? She's got power and influence, right? But this is what kids are looking at, right? This is okay, right? This is fine. This is fine. A 34-year-old woman shaking her, looking like she looks like a lap dancer. Hey Taylor, can I have a lap dance? I got my 8-year-old up front. Right? I want a lap dance. Right? This is okay, right? No problem. Right? No problem, right? Is this sexual? No, it's a rock star. She's a rock star, and she's doing her rock and roll thing, which is trying to understand what is inappropriate for kids. Right? That's what I'm trying to understand, because I don't fucking know really. So let's Taylor Swift. So here's this is a fucked up thing, right? When I read this, I couldn't believe what I was reading. Chinese man, mistress, executed. They killed both of these fucks for throwing his 2 young kids out apartment window so they could start a new family together. Holy shit, right? These 2 scumbags, right? This guy had 2 kids with his wife, and he's cheating. And he's with this one over here, right? He's got a wife and 2 kids, and he's fooling around with this one, and falls in love with this one. And this one tells him, "Hey man, you got to leave the wife and those 2 kids and kill them, right? Kill the 2 kids and let's have new kids." Right? Unfucking believable. Chinese couple has been executed for murdering the man's 2 children from his previous marriage so they could start a new family together. No fucking mercy, man. You know what? They gave him, you know how they executed him in China? Lethal injection. No, that's too nice. What you do is you find a building, right, that's 15 stories up. That's what they did to the kids. They threw 2 kids out of 15-story fucking balcony, off a balcony on a building. Take them up to the 15th floor, right? Get all the crowd, everybody who wants to see it, and throw them off the fucking balcony, right? And let them splat. That's what you do with these people, right? And Zhang was convicted of throwing his 2 children out of a high-rise apartment window from the 15th floor. And the point of this is you're worried about Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, right? These people in China threw 2 fucking kids out of a window. And it's not exclusive to China. I remember a story in Washington Heights. It was Washington Heights? No, it was in the Bronx, South Bronx. Some woman went up to the top, the fucking roof of the projects, high on crack, and threw the kid off the roof, 6 stories, killed the kid. Right? And people were sympathetic to it. Oh, she was out of her mind. She didn't know what she was doing. Fuck that, man. Take her up to the top of the building and throw her off the fucking building. That's what you do. Crack pipe in her mouth and everything. That's how you solve that problem. So this is child abuse, right? It's murder. Right? Murdered these two. Look at this. It's unbelievable that they did this, right? 2 kids, defenseless, right? Why didn't you just bring the kids back to the mother, right? Why you had to kill them, right? Real psychos, right? Fucking psychopaths in this world, right? Or even worse, look at this. Right? We're going to talk about the Senate having a problem with Zuckerberg and big technology, which we're going to look at. But I just want to preface it before that. The other way that we're killing fucking kids, right? Some people throw them out the window. Here, kids... This is very insidious, by the way. Kids who consume energy drinks are more prone to mental health disorders, studies find. Now, is that a revelation that shitty food like energy drinks packed with caffeine and sugar and colors and whatever else they throw in there for shits and giggles, right? Or soda, Coca-Cola, all has caffeine in it. It causes anxiety, depression, fucking hallucinations in kids. Maybe not hallucinations. I think I made that up. But the point is that is the Senate going after Coca-Cola for their drinks that they push on kids or their energy drinks down the block? No. They're trying to say that somehow Zuckerberg is the fucking enemy number one for kids. Right? I don't see it. I think technology is what it is, but certainly you could maybe not curb energy drinks, but where's the parents? I bet the parents in this picture right here, I bet you not a single one of these parents ever asked their kids, how many fucking energy drinks do you drink a day? Right? I bet none of them, right? None of them asked that question. I don't want to see this anymore. I want to close this article because I don't ever want to see those people again, those 2 Chinese people that threw the kid off the fucking roof, right? So those who consume energy drinks, which are intended to boost energy through the use of caffeine or other stimulants, were shown to have a higher risk of mental health issues, including attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. People love to throw that one. Oh, I got ADHD, man. I got an attention deficit disorder, right? I was born with it. No, you weren't. Right? All you got to look. What else? So they got ADHD, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, all from what's in these energy drinks, possibly, right? It's not just that, but it's a lot of things. It's that. Right? Maybe they're vaping fucking nicotine at the same time. They're vaping nicotine. They're vaping weed. They're drinking. They're pounding fucking energy drinks, right? And killing themselves. And you want to blame fucking Mark Zuckerberg for not being overly secure online. Ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. These findings stem from a review by FUSS, the Center for Transitional Research in Public Health. Look, this is not a mystery. There's no fucking mystery here that shitty food causes, people to be crazy, right? Anxiety and depression, right? And it's never looked at in that light, right? There is a simple solution. There's a solution to that. Very simple. The Buddhist monks figured it out a long time ago. You relax. You stop worrying. You meditate. And you eat a very simple, basic diet. You eat twice a day, vegan diet. No animal products, no fucking death in your diet, just vegetables. Right? Good vegetables, good rice, a lot of water, sunshine, exercise, meditation, right? You eliminate all of these problems, right? Hyper activity, but why? You could see the motive to not promote that. Do you think Coca-Cola wants you to go out into the world and tell the world that their product is killing people, is responsible in part for attention deficit disorder and depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts? Hell no. Coca-Cola is not going to let that happen. They're going to spend every last penny they have to get you to shut up. So this is fascinating. There's a big study. It's not isolated. In the review published in the, so you get the point, right? I don't want to keep going. There's a kid guzzling his fucking green drink. What's green, right? It's supposed to be vegetable that's green, not fucking dye. I'm saying fuck too many times. The caffeine content of energy drinks ranges from 50 milligrams to 500 milligrams per serving. 500 milligrams of caffeine, man, that would make it. I'm drinking it right now. Look, I'm no fucking saint. I'm drinking espresso as we speak, right? But I'm not jerked up on it. I just drink it because I like it. It's, you know, it has a wakeful feeling to it a little bit, right? Delicious, right? Delicious espresso, my own beans. I smash the beans up in the morning. All right. Does it make me depressed? Does it take away my attention? No, not at all. It hasn't. I would say it can do that in a kid, right? And certainly, look, coffee, where's coffee? Coffee, 90 milligrams per 8 ounces of coffee. I'm not even drinking 8 ounces of coffee. I'm drinking a little spot. It's a spot of espresso. You can see it. See it down there? There's my espresso. That's what's left. Very little. That's all. There wasn't much in there. There's just a little bit. Delicious. You can wash it down with some water, right? Is that, am I a hypocrite to say that? Hey, stop the kids from drinking energy drinks while I'm drinking caffeine. I don't know. 50 milligrams in 8 ounces of tea, 34 milligrams in 16 ounces of soda. There's a lot of other things going on. It's not just the energy drinks. I'm talking about diet in general, right? All right. Where is the outrage? Where's the outrage? Where's the Senate committee to stop Coca-Cola from poisoning their kids, putting literally soda machines in schools, right? Soda machines in schools. Let's keep going. This is another psychopath. You talk about psychopaths in the world. This psychopath apparently wasn't a psychopath at all, but maybe the kid was the psychopath in this case, right? Boston doctor found not guilty of masturbating next to a 14-year-old on a plane. What the fuck is going on? The kid, first of all, why is the kid sitting next to some guy? Why is there some stray 14-year-old sitting next to some fucking guy, covered in a blanket? Get your kid out of there, right? I don't want my kid sitting next to that guy. I don't know what he's doing. But it turns out a Boston doctor who was accused of masturbating next to a 14-year-old girl on a plane has been found not guilty. A judge cleared Dr. Sudeepa Mohanty, 33, of any wrongdoing Wednesday. 33-year-old doctor, 3-day trial in Boston. Not guilty, right? So it's fiction, right? It might lead you to believe that the kid made it up, right? It was a hit. She said he had placed a blanket on top of him and was bouncing his leg before the blanket slipped down, and his I guess is unzipped. He ejaculated and masturbated and shot. Well, come on, man. Is this believable, right? What did this 14-year-old kid see? And why did the kid see it and nobody else saw it? The girl moved. It's just, again, I'd say based on the evidence, based on the outcome of the trial, I would say that there's nothing to see here. But it sheds light on the distortion of the 14-year-old girl. What exactly did this 14-year-old girl see? What propelled her to say that this Indian man was jacking off in the seat next to me and I had to run away before I got splashed? Right? Who knows? Right? Who fucking knows? Right? We live in a very, very, very distorted fucking world right now. Anyway, man. So So Zuckerberg, here he is. What's the markets doing at times? Got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes before it opens. Looks like markets got smashed yesterday. They're going to open up slightly. Maybe a little more smashing going on today. We'll see. Mark Zuckerberg, TikTok, and ex-CEOs grilled over failure to stop child exploitation at hearing. You have blood on your hands, they told Zuckerberg. All right, so again, now having seen what we are seeing in the world, right? We have kids being assaulted by food companies to consume their garbage that makes them depressed and hypersensitive and hypertensive, right? And but let's blame Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg got grilled during a Fury Senate hearing on online child sex abuse. Where has Mark Zuckerberg ever abused any child? First of all, with one lawmaker declaring that he has blood on his hands and another decrying a surge of financial sextortion of kids who use social media apps. Look, it's not the fucking problem of the technology where you got predators online. Whatever you do, you're going to have psychopaths in the world, right? Go out and find the psychopaths and throw them off the top of the building. That's how you solve the problem. No mercy, none, right? Your kid, you throw your kid off the fucking balcony, and guess what? You get a knock on the door, and we come and we throw you off the balcony, right? The hand of the arm of the law. Billionaire's boss of Meta faces multiple lawsuits exposing young users to a harm on Facebook and Instagram. Was repeatedly singled out. Zuckerberg, you and your company before us, I know you didn't. You don't mean it. You don't mean for it to be so, but you have blood on your hands, says Lindsey Graham. You have a product that kills people. Facebook is killing people? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about, Lindsey Graham? All it is an app, right? It's something to look at. It's fun. Facebook. That's where your family is. I got friends and family on Facebook that talk back and forth all day long. It's like a pacifier. If you can't control your kids, if your kids don't have enough sense in their minds to know what's right and wrong between some psychopath, don't send naked pictures of yourself over the internet because you think it's your friend. Always question who you're talking to, right? Never assume that you're talking to a fellow child, a 12-year-old or 11-year-old. You're probably talking to some adult predator that wants to talk to a kid in a sexual nature, right? That's what predators are. Right? And look, those things, that could be a phone call, right? In the old days, it could have, it's more prevalent today, but it's entirely preventable, right? You're online. You're not in the proximity of a sexual predator. You're in your fucking house, or you're walking around with a piece of equipment in your hand and you're doing this. You're not being sexually abused. You're being duped, right? You're being stupid. Right? There's no sexual abuse there. Sexual abuse is when a child is abused sexually, like thrown off a balcony, not exposed to some theoretical, hypothetical situation online, I think. So Zuckerberg, you and company before you, so Lindsey Graham, fuck you. In a rare show of bipartisan unity, the Senate panel members expressed support for a handful of bills aimed to stopping sex and drug-related abuse on online platforms. Nobody has ever been sexed, raped, physically, touching, real sex, not hypothetical, theoretical sex, but real sex. Or no one has ever consumed drugs directly from an app. An app does not make you take drugs. An app does not contain. There's no drug in this piece of equipment. There is no sexual activity in this piece of equipment. It's it's fiction. Right? It's I think you know what I'm talking about. There's reality, and then there's fantasy. There's all of these conspiracy theories, like seditious conspiracy, where people are plotting and planning to do things that someone says they're planning to do with no evidence. Right? No one is. If someone is plotting and planning against children, right, a predator, right, we know what to do with those people. But no, you can't say that sex happens on an app or drug use happens on an app. It doesn't. It's just ridiculous. They're ridiculous comments. The panel's Democratic Chairman Dick Durbin. That's an abusive name, man. Your name is Dick, right? The chairman, hey Dick, what are you, a dick? Right? Because it's his name, you could say it. Dick, hey you dick. How many times? How harsh was that growing up as a kid? That's child abuse right there. Right? You named your kid Dick, so that everybody could walk around and call you a dick. Hey Dick, that's insulting. There's a crisis in America. This is Zuckerberg. Let's watch some videos, man. See video. What do we got? There's Ted Cruz.
Every parent I know, and I think every parent in America, is terrified about the garbage that is directed at our kids. I have 2 teenagers at home, and the phones they have are portals to predators, to viciousness, to bullying, to self-harm. And each of your companies could do a lot more to prevent it. Mr. Zuckerberg, in June of 2023, the Wall Street Journal reported that Instagram's recommendation systems were actively connecting pedophiles to accounts that were advertising the sale of child sexual abuse material. In many occasions...
Well, what kind of material? What is child sex abuse material? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ted? Be more specific. You haven't said anything.
Says those accounts appear to be run by underage children themselves.
So, kids promoting whack fucking sexuality to other kids. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about, Ted? What again? Weevil Girl in the chat says, give your kids lots of attention and love, so they don't go looking for attention and find the wrong folks. Right. They don't even know who the wrong folks are because no one pays attention to them, right? Someone's asking you for just to stick something up your butt or something crazy like that, right? These are the wrong types of people, you know what I mean?
Often using code words and emojis to advertise illicit material. In other cases...
This is what's commonly known as a fishing expedition, right? Legally, this is a fishing expedition. You don't really have evidence, real evidence, like you do with the Chinese couple that threw the fucking kids out the window, right? Or the doctor that allegedly was jerking off next to a 14-year-old. This is different.
The accounts included indicia that the victim was being sex trafficked.
Sex trafficked.
Now, I know that Instagram has a team...
Where's the parent when the kid leaves the house? The kid is a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old is allowed to leave the house and jump in a car with some fucking stranger? Are you kidding me? Right, where's the parent? Where's the fucking adult in the house? Right? Have you lost touch with your kids that you don't even know what your kid is into? Have you ever had a conversation about sex with your kids? Or is that child abuse too? You're not allowed to discuss sex and child rearing and family with your kid. Right? That's for the doctor or the psychiatrist. And if you talk about it, we'll come to you. We'll knock on your door and arrest you for sexual abuse or some other sexual misconduct. Right? And we got a big problem in this country. Right? They're fishing. This is fishing in the wrong fucking pond right here. That's what they're doing.
That works to prevent the abuse and exploitation of children online. But what was particularly concerning about the Wall Street Journal expose was the degree to which Instagram's own algorithm was promoting the discoverability of victims for pedophiles seeking child abuse material.
Go after the pedophiles, you jackass. Go after the pedophiles. Go after legal, instead of going after people like like the January 6 people that show up for a rally, go after the pedophiles. You got plenty of resources to do it. You claim you have evidence, go after them, right? And that's how you prevent it. Don't blame Mark Zuckerberg for psychopaths coming on the platform.
In other words, this material wasn't just living on the dark corners of Instagram. Instagram was helping pedophiles find it.
How?
By
How?
promoting graphic hashtags, including hashtag pedwhore and hashtag preteen sex.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Ted Cruz, you're killing yourself.
To potential buyers. Instagram also displayed the following warning screen
I didn't watch this.
to individuals who were searching for child abuse material.
These results may contain images of child sexual abuse. Child sexual abuse or viewing sexual imagery of children can lead to imprisonment and other severe personal consequences. This abuse causes extreme harm to children, and searching and viewing such material adds to the harm. To get confidential help, I don't even know what this is. Is this true?
These results may contain images.
All right.
All right, Senator. The basic science behind that is that when people are searching for something that is problematic, it's often helpful to, rather than just blocking it, to help direct them towards something that that could be helpful for getting them to get help.
In what I understand, get resources. In what sane universe is there a link for C results anyway?
Well, because we might be wrong. We try to trigger this warning, or we tried to.
You're giving Mark Zuckerberg too much credit. Like he doesn't know. He's like, well, I don't know. We're trying our best to redirect the fucking psychopaths away from kids. How do you do that? I don't know. Where are the parents? Right.
When we think that there's any...
He just doesn't know, Zuckerberg. You're asking him questions he doesn't know. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Chance that the results
okay, you might be
harmful.
wrong. Let me ask you, how many times was this warning screen displayed?
I don't know, but the
you don't know. Why don't you know?
I don't know the
Just
answer
doesn't
to that
know.
off the top of my head. But
Well, you know what, Mr. Zuckerberg? It's interesting you say you don't know it off the top of your head, because I asked it in June of 2023 in an oversight letter. And
So you could see the tone, right? You see the tone now. Let's just check the market right here. Whoa, hey, we're up. Oh, that's nice. Let's go. Ding, ding. Market watch. We'll talk about the kitties. The kitties will have to take care of themselves for a second. What do we got here? What do we got? Rivian up 23 cents. Bing. Tesla up $1.04. $1.44. All green this morning. Facebook, Meta, all the bang yesterday. It's all reversing right now. Microsoft up 8. Meta, Facebook up $9 a share. Amazon up 2. Apple up 75 cents. Google up $1.25. Nvidia up another $3.50 to $618. All up. Everything up at this moment, right? What's down? And down on the downside, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing. I'm seeing a little red there. Boeing down $1.77 today. Those are your military industrial complex stocks, the stocks that if your kids don't get, fucking destroyed eating junk food, they'll get drafted at 18 years old and get shot. It'll blown up on a foreign battlefield, right? That's what Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, and Boeing are all about. They sell weaponry, right? Sell weapons for kids to go fucking kill other people. And Pfizer, they do, right? Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, pill pushers, and maybe some good in there. I don't know. Those are all red as well. Moderna down $2.50, $1.65, and $18, respectively. What else is going on? Look at this chart too. This gainers, the high gainers. Look at this. The gainers today. We got these up. I look at this once in a while. This one company right here is up 25% in the morning. What happened? 19%, 16%. Sometimes you find winners that way. But anyway, it looks like a rebound day. It looks like the markets might bounce back slightly from yesterday's wipeout. What else we got here? I don't want to watch Ted Cruz. That's really all I got. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I know what I'm saying sounds. It might sound. It may sound insensitive to kids, and let's blame Zuckerberg and the fucking Google for everything and everybody, and blame them for the demise of our children. I can't find that in my heart to do that. I don't. You gotta stick with the evidence, right? Take care of your own kids. Take care of your kids. Right? Have them come over. Have kids. Remember when I was a kid, kids would come over to your house, and you have a whole house full of kids. You remember that? Remember that? They don't do that anymore. Right? They're all online. They're all playing with their little devices because the parents don't have time for them. So they find their own world online. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. See you guys Monday. Hare Hare. Have a great weekend. My weekend has begun. La 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 la. See you guys, man. See you. La 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 la. How do I get out of this? How do I get out? How do I get out? Oh shit! There it is. It's hard to do that with the guitar. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.